Hello everyone, Scoops here. Welcome back to another episode of Tangle Tower. Gotta get my hands in because I'm like all up here and you can't see it. Uh, cool. So I've discovered a couple things while editing. That's the benefit of going back and having to read everything you've done previously, is that you understand and pick up on things. So 2 episodes ago, you saw when I learned how to actually solve this puzzle.
We already solved it.
We already solved it. Yeah, and we got this golden beetle thing. Which is interesting because of this note right here. It fends off predators with its loud hiss and is being completely undigestible. Isn't actually the exciting part. Also, the Misted has a somewhat spurious reputation for causing ill fortune to those who see it. But the loud hiss is kind of an interesting thing because a lot of what people heard during the murder was like a not quite a scream, kind of like a weird sound, and I wonder if that's supposed to be hinting towards it. But before we get into that, though, I do want to go just explore the last 2 rooms, potentially third, I don't know, over here, because something tells me we should have all those before we start, shooting accusations around. Oh, it's Fitz's room. Oh my god, it's so sad.
Huh. Neither of these lights have an actual light bulb.
They're just decorative.
Oh, so decorative.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's a little handmade card. Someone's drawn a heart on the front. Inside it says, "To Fitz, from PP."
Yeah, and as we've discovered, everybody has that initial, so that's not easy. Okay, what's in here?
Hello.
Not hidden very well, is it?
Doesn't need to be. It's locked.
Ooh, what do we have here?
Sort of.
Arrange a piece of paper to find the combination for the headlock. Okay, this seems to be linked like that. That's something? Somewhere over here? What I've looked at before. Which kind of seems like it works. Like it works here, but doesn't really work here. Although it does make one of the symbols, kinda. Yeah. Something like this. It's like, okay, so it is lining up, but how does it then, like I can make shapes, but how do I dictate what one it is on there? You know what I mean? Like, okay, so I can make this teardrop one, which is here. Oh, is it anywhere else? Okay, that's what it is. So let's, can I make this weird big oblong one? Like that. Presumably is that one. Yeah. And then what else do I need? Whatever this one is. Looks like it might be like this.
There we go.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Perfect.
That wasn't so bad.
Anything in there?
Yeah, it's wrapped in a cloth. Hold on. Huh. That's kind of ominous.
PP and FF. Metal gardening trowel with decorative pattern. It has the decorative pattern engraved onto it and letters either side of a heart, PP and FF. This is in Fitz's room. So, this is going to be something that I think is definitely a plot point. Look at some of these things right here. Between Fitz and Poppy are obviously having some kind of, like, I'm not going to say affair, but something along those lines is really what it's painting the picture of. So we look at Freya's drawings, and it shows those two together with the rose. Okay. So they hung out and exchanged a rose. If we go into Poppy's room, on the opposite side of the garden, she has the
A
rose.
single red. How very.
Yeah. Weird.
Right? I don't know. They could just be great friends. Could just be trying to cheer each other up. It is stated that, I think it's Penelope, is Fitz's fiance, but she goes traveling, he stays home. I don't know, that's a bit weird. I also think I figured out this puzzle.
Leads out into a garden.
There's a little mechanism by
So this one has these things right here. So you can see sun, moon, or sorry, sun, sun, sun. And I'm
I guess we'll come
guessing
back later.
that when you go to this other side, because I saw over here, they also have a shared garden. That's kind of something too. If you go to this side, I saw it's over here. And I'm guessing we have
It's
to put
locked,
in
but it leads
the
outside.
suns in
I
this
thought we
one,
were
and
halfway
then
up
we'll
the
go back to
tower.
do the
We
moons on the
are.
other side.
What's that thing by the hand?
So we'll move this to the side. Yeah, it's going to be sun, 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 sun. And then this is going to be, yeah.
It made a noise.
I guess that was right. And the
I
door.
still feel like
Yep.
we made some.
I gotcha. I gotcha. Go back to Penny's room.
A big glass door.
There's a little mechanism.
Yeah. Yeah. Da, da, da.
Something
That
happened.
must be it.
And the room
Finally.
opens.
Whatever's on the other side.
Go outside. This is the final room. Again, unless there's one below this one. Rooftop garden.
Giant stone frog. Love it.
Yeah, he's got his tongue out like he's catching snowflakes.
Except those aren't snowflakes. They're feathers.
Feathers were mostly found resting on the tongue of the large stone frog. Interesting. Egg.
More egg statues.
I don't get it.
Well, either they have some special signature or the sculptor was just really
What do you
lazy.
mean?
An egg has got to be the easiest shape to make.
It's a rose bush, growing on a little patch of bluish soil. Apart from a couple of loose petals on one side, the whole thing looks very well cared for.
The roses are bright red, too.
Now, aren't roses normally that color?
Exactly.
That's what they want you to think.
It's another little statue, doing a really bad job of hiding in the bushes.
He's playing a lute this time.
Headphones on.
He's also wearing headphones.
Well, they're not part of the statue. And they're not headphones. They're earmuffs.
Lute statue. Slightly weathered statue of a strange creature holding a lute. A pair of earmuffs have been placed on the head of the statue. Ooh. It's a find 3 statues of certain amphibious creatures achievement.
It's so relaxed. I might just stay here.
How shall I go?
That'd be great.
Okay.
A little pond.
It looks really, really deep. See those metal bars around the edges, too?
Oh yeah. What do you suppose they're for?
Nothing anymore. Looks like somebody broke them and then never bothered to fix it.
Interesting. And the water?
Ah, a little water
It's
feature.
making me
Wonder how it's hooked up.
Something underneath. Okay, there's clearly a room underneath this one, so... Okay, now we need to do some deducing, I think. So, I want to go down to... Let's go talk to Fitz. It's been a while. Let's talk to him about the painting, the pictures, the rose, that kind of stuff. Ooh, his eyes lit up. Ugh. Okay, yeah, let's ask him about Freya's drawings.
One of these drawings is of you in the rooftop garden, I think, with Poppy.
Mm-hmm. Are we done?
Ooh, he didn't like that. See if he has anything to say about the trowel.
This is yours, Fitz?
Yeah.
Do you use it?
I keep all my tools in the greenhouse.
That wasn't what she asked.
Oh, okay. Is there anything else I want to ask him?
Any idea who this is?
No idea.
Well, that's a lie, but that's fine. Ah, okay, so that didn't really unlock too much. Let's go back up, talk to Penelope. See what she has to say about this. There's still this puzzle. Actually, the puzzle's not here. Let's ask. Wait, can I ask them about, like, people?
Isn't he strapping?
He is big.
And so brooding.
Kinda sulky, yeah.
I can never tell what's going on in that beautiful head of his.
It just sounds like you don't know him very well.
I don't remember asking for your input.
And what did she think about Poppy, then?
Did you talk to Poppy already?
Yeah, a little bit.
And did you make any notes of what she told you?
Yeah, I did.
Lovely. Burn them. It'll all be lies.
Why would Poppy lie to us?
Because that's what she does. She's a snake. Looks like one too.
Don't you think you're being a little unfair, Penny?
She started it.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, let's ask about this painting.
Very nice.
You've seen these before?
Yes.
All of them. Even this one of...
Yes.
Okay, so clearly we hit on something there. Let's get about the bird
Somebody
book.
taking an interest in extinct animals.
Extinct.
Oh, yes. The book is very old. Most of the birds in it are long gone.
Well, what about this bird, though? The ink dip.
This one was thought to be extinct for a long time. Then one was found here at Tangle Tower.
So it's not extinct.
You misunderstand. It was the last one. The very last.
Oh.
Interesting. Yeah. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. I mean, I did, but I wasn't super paying attention. Okay. In the astronomy tower. So I've already collected that. Anything else I can grab? And get anything else about...
My Poppy, my pride and joy. Exceptionally talented pianist from a young age. She... Hold on. Why is she on your list of suspects?
Because she's a suspect.
Oh, no. I can personally vouch for her innocence. She'd never... Well, the truth is, she loved Freya very dearly.
If you don't mind me asking, what happened to Poppy's mother?
Primrose? She was Flora's sister, a Remington by birth. The playing field has never really been even since she left.
Where did she go?
Away. She went away.
Okay.
Nobody could deny her talent. She was remarkable, artistically gifted, but also highly intelligent.
Those two things aren't mutually exclusive, you know.
Was she ever interested in astronomy?
I don't think she was. The fault may well lie with me for failing to inspire her. But I think she was captivated by more tangible things here on Earth. My daughter loved her. Fiona, too. That said, in the last year or so, more and more I've begun to notice her by herself, wandering the gardens at the most peculiar hours. She must have explored every inch of the grounds 100 times over. Quite a restless spirit, I think. I'm surprised she chose to live at Tangle Tower as long as she did.
Okay, so was the recording then of her?
Isn't the process of decay fascinating?
It's not really decaying. It's plastic.
It's becoming one with nature, all the same.
Oh man, I am so stuck. Talk to Penny. Okay. Give me all the... let me cheat. Let me do everything. Let's just, like, talk to everybody, I guess.
Oh, she's beautiful. Who is she? Wait. Is that me? Not a fan of insects myself. Whose research is this?
We were hoping you might know.
No, can't say I... Freya, perhaps. I know she was always very fond of grubby little things like this.
Noted.
That is noted. I guess Hawkshaw?
She's a most unsavory little... She was incredibly rude about my appearance.
Which part? The giant bird arms, or...
If I were her, I'd go easy on the judgment of others. I mean, look at her. She looks like the ghost of a scarecrow. I just wish Uncle Pointer would tell her to behave herself.
Professor Pointer? Why him?
Oh, it was Uncle that called her in. She's his responsibility. Did you not know that?
I didn't, but now I do want to go talk to him about that. I've always been a little bit curious. We need to go back and actually talk to her at some point. Oh, I've already asked him about it. Damn it.
Hard to read.
She's
that.
kind of mean.
You know, I simply assumed all... Then, of course.
Damn it. Okay, yeah, let's go down and talk to her because I'm kind of struggling a little bit to really figure out exactly what's happening. I have a lot of theories, but nothing really concrete to actually work on. Yep.
Professor Pointer is a respectable astronomer, Keeps himself to himself. What?
We're just surprised.
That was the most polite you've been about anyone.
Because they got hired. Like, what?
I'll say this. He's well suited to physical labor.
That's a nice way to put it.
Fitz spends most of his time alone in the greenhouse, but I heard he's been breeding experimental flowers in secret.
Whoa, scandal.
I just wonder if he's getting restless. Freya Fellow is of great interest to me. I perceived her to be the most intelligent individual here at Tangle Tower. Within a day, she had identified for whom I was working and for what I was searching. I didn't know how she did it. I was impressed. I regret that I did not question her more thoroughly when I had the opportunity.
You couldn't have known she was about to be killed, though.
I have only myself to blame for failing to perceive the signs.
What signs?
I do not wish to do your job for you, detective.
Damn it. Yeah, she seems like one of the more skeptical people, I will say.
314 cases solved. 314.
Yeah, can I talk to you about anything?
This belongs to you, Hawkshaw?
Correct.
Ooh.
And, what is it?
It's my handheld microscope for up-close investigation work.
What do you magnify with it?
Trace particles, dust, oils, clothing fibers.
Have you used it here at Tangle Tower?
I have. I used it to examine the greenhouse only 2 days ago.
What were you looking for?
That is between myself and my client.
The professor. Interesting.
Makes quite an impression, doesn't it? Although I can't imagine why she painted Flora wielding a knife.
You didn't see a knife anywhere in Flora's room, did you?
I did not. I conclude whatever stabbed Freya must have been brought into the room from outside. Unless, of course, it was the painting itself.
Surely you don't believe in that kind of thing.
A detective's job is to examine every avenue of thinking.
Go talk to Flora, I guess? I don't know.
Did you ask Freya to paint this? Or was it her idea?
What is that you're holding in the painting, Flora? Some people have been saying it's a knife.
It's not. It's a feather. I'm very convinced of this.
Have you seen this book before?
It looks
Do you know
exactly
who it
like
belongs
that.
to?
I really thought she was going to say something there.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned that, but I believe when you look at this, the bird book, this looks like the feather that she's holding. If she likes birds, then it's going to be this. So it's the ink dip. This is the book that has been extinct for a number of years, but potentially not. Yeah. Okay, where are you going to tell me to go? Rich Penny's room. Yeah, I gotta know this, but it's just like it's driving me nuts.
It's a birdhouse.
Are those? Nope.
There must be something to do with those white lines.
Nothing.
I think the birds are.
I guess.
It's a family tree. The colors and eyes combine as they go down the family line.
Yeah.
You'll need to start with blue and yellow at the top.
Oh, but why?
I guess.
It's a family tree. You'll need to start with blue and yellow at the top.
Brute force.
I guess.
It's a family tree. You'll need to start with blue and yellow.
I guess.
It's a family tree. You'll need to start with blue and yellow at the top.
I guess.
It's a family tree. The colors and eyes combine as they go down the family line. You'll need to start with blue
Oh
and
wait,
yellow at the
okay,
top.
hold on. They combine? So maybe these two together will go... okay. I'm getting, I think, too meta into this. So the one looking right, one looking left will combine into the green one, like looking in the middle. The beak's wide open, closed, gets halfway. So then what would we need to do? So these ones are probably correct, and then this one probably does that.
I got it.
Oh, that took so long. Yeah, okay. I was thinking way, way, way
I'm
too deep into
impressed.
that. Woo!
Did the door open? What's in there?
Now I'll get her. Or rose petals? A ripped piece of paper crumpled into a ball. Red flower petals were found inside. Messages angrily scrawled into the paper. Now I'll get her. The flower petals originate from red roses growing in the rooftop garden. So clearly we need to go. We need to talk to Penny because that's seems like her raging at something.
That's rather strange now, isn't it?
We found it in your room.
Just lying around, was it?
Nope, you'd hidden it, but we found it.
We do that.
Who's the her in the message? And what's
Penny!
the deal with the
No,
petals?
Poppy.
It's really none of your business.
Surely we can get more out of that. No? Actually, let's look at this.
I doubt Freya intended it, but the overall effect is a little unsettling. Don't you think? It's Flora that's the problem. She's an inescapably haunting presence, bless her.
Fair enough.
There's something about those petals we found in
Okay,
Penny's room.
cool.
Something suspicious.
I was worried that it was just going to end there and I would be stuck again.
Let's ask her about it.
Here we go.
So, yeah, we found this.
Oh, that's nothing.
You wrote, "Now I'll get her," on a piece of paper and hid it in your room.
I feel like I skipped a trigger or something like that.
That's not nothing.
Actually, it's not the message I wanted to ask about. It's those red flower petals.
The petals.
They're from red roses.
They're from red roses. And there's only one place in Tangle Tower with red roses.
We need a clue. Something that shows the roses. And who they belong to.
Okay, yeah. Let's do this. That would be the phrase drawing.
It's a drawing of Fitz and Poppy in the rooftop garden. See what Fitz is holding?
I can't imagine what you're getting at, but it doesn't matter. I couldn't have taken anything from the rooftop garden. It's only accessible from Fitz's room or Poppy's room. How could I have taken something from a garden to which I have no access?
Is it really only accessible from those two bedrooms?
For
No.
most people, it would be. But don't forget, Penny's the resident ornithologist.
My dears, what are you accusing me of?
Let's figure it out. So, okay, one of Penny's birds was used to spy on, used to kill. Okay, has to be spy on Poppy and Fitz. Steal money from them, but it didn't work, and distract them. Steal evidence from them? Okay, this doesn't feel right. Okay, I'm gonna do this, but this doesn't feel quite right.
One of Penny's birds was used to spy on Poppy and Fitz and steal evidence from them.
Oh, maybe it was right.
We know those two have been spending time together in the rooftop garden. I'm guessing you got paranoid. Wanted to know what they were up to.
I'm just not the jealous type. I would never suspect Fitz of anything like that. Besides, Tabitha hardly ever leaves her cage. She's certainly never flown up to the rooftop garden.
We need a clue to compare with Penny's birds. Something to prove one of them has been in the rooftop garden.
Feathers!
Let's take a closer look at these.
Okay. And his yellow bird. I can never remember which bird is which. Yellow feather was deliberately, well, was left behind when it escaped from, when it visited the rooftop garden.
This yellow feather was left behind by Penny's yellow bird when it visited the rooftop garden.
I can't stand it! Knowing the two of them are hidden away up there in their private little garden. I couldn't risk spying on them myself, so I asked dear Tabitha to do it for me. I knew she'd be able to bring me back some evidence.
Sorry, Penny, but are you not overreacting a little?
You don't understand. Fitz is slipping away from me. He's so quiet with me these days. But being with Poppy seems to bring him out of his shell. I don't know what he sees in her miserable little... I apologize. This really isn't your burden to bear.
But it is something. Ooh, okay, so interesting. I feel like I need to go talk to Fitz. We need to kind of connect some of these pieces. Ugh, the eyes popping up is just the most upsetting thing.
Those petals, they,
What?
they're red.
It's a good point. Let's ask him a bit about Penny.
Penelope is my fiancée.
Don't take this the wrong way, but Penny doesn't really strike me as your type.
She's not who she pretends to be. People think she's... well, they make assumptions.
And how's the relationship doing recently?
Good. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
Poppy and I are friends.
Oh, I can buy that. Dark clothes, blue hair, an average of 3 words per sentence. Oh, you're like 2 peas in a pod.
She's very kind, and she has an interest in plants. Unusual flowers, mostly. I've been teaching her.
Right.
Is something wrong? You're not.
Okay. So, that does seem like something of a dead end. I still want to see if there's some way I can get into this space right here. Because there's water that comes from here. From up top here down to here. There's like a hot panel or something. Yeah, let's go talk to Poppy. I feel like we have lots of things about her now. We got kind of her, like, big information, but we do more.
Hey, that's me. Not a bad likeness.
It looks like you're standing in a rose bush.
Is there something wrong with that? Those petals.
What about them?
It's nothing. They're just unusual.
Are we sure?
Never seen that one before. Was it in the greenhouse?
No, we found it in Penny's room.
Right. Oh, you've been to the greenhouse? What did you think?
Impressive, I guess. But kind of unsettling with Fitz lurking in the shadows the whole time.
Yeah, he does that.
And she's a big fan.
Softly does the flower grow, all in time, and time is slow. Rest a seed within the earth, but do not rush its gentle birth. Hour by hour, day by day, tune your heart to nature's way.
Interesting. Actually, just remembered this sheet music.
Yeah, it's mine.
What's so special about it?
I got it from my teacher. It's the first piece I ever learned.
How long have you been playing?
Since the day I turned 6. Family tradition. I was really excited to start learning. As soon as I got out of my first lesson, I told Freya and Fifi all about it. When I arrived at my second lesson the next day, Freya was there too. She hadn't asked permission, just showed up. For 2 whole years, the teacher taught us both.
Was Freya any good?
She would have been even better than me, if she'd stuck with it. But one day, she just stopped coming to lessons.
Why?
That's just it. There was no reason. That's when I realized things were different for her.
Can you play the tune for us?
Sure. It's literally 8 notes. I have it memorized.
Interesting. Is that based on something? That seems relevant, but I don't know. And that just brings this up as curious.
When I first saw it, I thought it looked like Flora was holding a knife, with blood on the tip.
You don't think that anymore?
No, it was a stupid thing to say. The room was dark. I was in shock. I'm just an idiot.
But it was blood on the tip. If you hadn't said anything, maybe Fifi wouldn't have checked.
Exactly. It's stupid.
But we would have missed out on an important clue.
Is it a clue? Really? Tell me how it's a clue. Tell me how it helps. Nothing about the knife makes any sense. It's just freaking everyone out. Wish I'd never said anything. There's something I noticed about Freya's knife wound.
Hit me.
From what we could tell, the blade went in at an exact right angle, perpendicular to Freya's body. And there's only one small pool of blood. Nothing on Freya's hands, or anywhere else. The whole thing is just a little too peaceful.
Oh, that's interesting. Huh.
So there are two families living in Tangle Tower?
Mm-hmm. 3 pointers and 5 fellows. 4 fellows.
What's the connection between them?
There isn't one. Not really. It was all built by the Remington family. Flora's a Remington, originally. So was Primrose, my mother. She married into the Pointers, and Flora married into the Fellows.
So the fellows and the pointers own the house now?
Flora owns the house. Depending on who you ask, that means her husband Felix owns it too.
What about your father?
His claim over the house kind of fell apart after my mother left.
Where's your mother now?
No idea. Why is the glass cracked down one side?
Natural wear and tear, maybe?
No way. Freya took good care of her stuff.
That is also an important thing. Why are so many things cracked? What could possibly do that? And if it's a recent thing, then why?
Do you know where those earmuffs came from?
I put them there.
Why?
I found them lying around. I think they belonged to Fitz. I put them on the statue so he'd see them. I thought they looked like headphones. Like he's in the recording studio with his guitar. No?
If they do belong to Fitz, he hasn't taken them back yet. When did you find them?
This morning.
Where?
I don't know, in a hallway. Can't remember exactly.
Oh, that's spicy.
I see a lot of birds up in the rooftop garden.
Okay, so we've literally asked her
There's
everything.
something about that diary we found in Fifi's room. Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
Okay. I've unlocked something. That's good. Ooh, listen to Poppy's poems. We did indeed, kinda, although I skipped a bit. So we have her on suspicion, but I'm not sure why. But let's give it a go.
Is this your diary, Fifi? We found it in your bedroom.
Of course it is mine. Ridiculous question.
Why is it locked up like that?
You seriously require an explanation. Very well. A fairly common concept, the so-called secret diary, is favored in particular by girls between the ages of 10
So, there are secrets written in here?
This particular diary is unused.
It doesn't look unused.
Ooh, I actually don't know. Maybe it's not a diary at all?
It's not a diary at all.
I'm not sure about that.
Me neither.
This particular diary is unused.
It doesn't look unused.
Unless she's just straight up lying about that?
It's somebody else's diary.
How could you arrive at that conclusion? It is kept in my bedroom. It is mine.
We need a clue to compare with the diary. Something to prove who the original owner was.
Yeah, this part's a mystery to me because I can't think of what else it could be. So it's got like this star thing? Is star important? Oh god, this could be a long one. Oh, it's hers. Oh, it's Freya's.
Let's take a closer look at this.
Whew. Gotta be more on top of things. Okay, so what do we see here? Fifi, Freya, this blue book. the same thing as secret diary. Shouldn't be in the photo. What? Who's it no. Because it was stolen. Just kidding. Who's it belong to Freya?
This blue book is the same thing as the secret
Progress.
diary, which
Lovely.
proves it belonged to Freya.
You were hiding Freya's diary in your room, and you kept it locked, too.
Why would I do either of these things?
A good question. Huh. Fifi didn't want to see anyone to see personal secrets within Freya's diary?
Fifi didn't want anyone to see personal secrets within Freya's diary.
Is this true, Fifi?
I know Freya was your friend, but if you're trying to hide something...
You did not know Freya, so this might be difficult to understand. She did her own thing, in her own way. By concealing Freya's written accounts, it is simply my intention to preserve her innocence.
Innocence?
Might be easier if you just let us read the diary, Fifi.
Do it.
Very well. I will open it. However, as you read it, please remember, Freya was the most kind and the most wise person I have ever known.
Ooh.
All right, Fifi
That's really
unlocked
interesting.
The diary.
What are we going to read in this?
Finally. What's in there?
It's back, in the flesh this time. Was it me? Did I let it out? Maybe I should rip up that painting. Soul Bearer Works. Impressive little thing. I have 2 now. Need 2 more. Found my way into the middle. Surprisingly simple compared to the harp. I saw them, all 5, eyes blacked out. Despite everything, I still have a promise to keep. I'll do my best. You could do with a little company. Found my way into the middle room? Surprisingly simple compared to the harp. Saw them all 5, eyes blacked out. Soul Bearer. What the hell is this? I'm gonna do with the harp? Like, what?
I'm still not sure.
Should we take another look?
Oh, we can move things. Doesn't seem like this puzzle can be used yet.
Let's come back later.
What? I'm so confused. Things in the middle? Okay, wait, let's look at that again. Hold on. Go back to this awkwardly enough. Oh, that doesn't count as a thing. Okay, can I go back to Fifi? Fifi unlocked the diary. Oh, I guess I could probably just go look at that, actually. Did I let it out? Maybe I should rip up that painting. So confused. I thought this was going to be like I was going to get to the end of this and be like, oh, okay, I kind of get this. And then, yeah, I got nothing.
Now this is interesting. Where did you find it?
In the astronomy tower.
And yet, it does not concern the field of astronomy.
Nope.
In fact, you could even say that entomology is the exact opposite of astronomy.
Yeah, you could.
I would not say that, however.
Oh, you wouldn't?
No, it would be quite naive. To study science in any field is to study the connections between all matter in the universe, living or inanimate.
Cool. Go back here. Back to Freya's room.
We already solved it.
Oh, we did? Okay.
It's a little glass
I
box.
think it's a
Come
vivarium.
again?
See the leaves and twigs in there? Might have been for keeping insects.
Okay, well, I have ran out of time to record. This has been well over an hour. We'll see what I can edit it down to, because there's been a lot of just, like, random guessing and wandering around. Whew! Yeah, I kind of figured I'd be able to, like, kind of bang this out really quickly. didn't happen. So yeah, that's going to be it for me today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope to see you again next time. Hope we can make some like real good progress next time, because yeah, it was a slog. Dangerous. Alrighty, have a good day. Bye.